The Urban Evolution is being brought to you by Mrs. G TV and Appliances. Over 70 years of satisfied customers.
Anyone who's familiar with business in Trenton knows you don't have to look hard to find something new and creative. What goes on in this building behind me is new not only to Trenton, but to the entire world. Tom Zaki is Trenton's first eco-capitalist. As the founder and CEO of TerraCycle, he's showing that being environmentally profitable can mean way more than just green marketing for old products.
Well, the TerraCycle's been around now for 7 years. The entire concept started, I was a freshman at Princeton, and my friends were growing some plants in their basement. They couldn't quite make these plants work. And they had started feeding worm poop, which is just organic waste fed to worms, to these plants, and the plants started doing incredibly well. So I got really inspired by this idea of taking garbage, making it into a useful product. And so it all started with worm poop, which was our first product ever, and then from there, it just exploded.
Hey, I'm here with George Chevalier, who is the senior publicist here at TerraCycle, and he's going to take us on a little tour and show us what this place is all about. So where are we right now?
This is where we got our start here at TerraCycle. This is basically just a room full of swimming pools that we converted into worm poop brewing facilities. So we take worm castings, it's basically fortified dirt, and we turn it into a worm tea, just dirt, hot water, and brew it. And then after that, pump it into those big holding tanks over there. And since most people don't want to handle those worm castings, we turn it into a liquid formula that has all the same nutrients, but they can easily just spray it on their plants instead of having to touch it. So this room is one of many here at TerraCycle. It's sort of like a section of an organized landfill. So we separate everything out so that we have soda bottles and milk jugs on their own as opposed to in just a huge pile of trash. And in this way, it's a raw material rather than just a nuisance. So we can take the soda bottles and directly reuse them to package fertilizers and cleaners, and we can take the milk jugs and use them to package granular fertilizers, and we can actually chop them up also and make other plastic things with them.
Huh? So where have you taken us now?
Now we're in the midst of the bottling line here at TerraCycle, and the first step is to take used soda bottles like this and strip off the label, and we actually slip a new label on, put it through this machine right here, which shrink wraps it on there. And then after that, we end up with the packaging ready to go on the bottling line.
So all the wrapper is done by hand, like putting the wrappers on and off?
Yeah, it's all done by hand. We have a crew that comes in and does it.
And then do you keep the wrappers?
Yes, we hang on to everything. We don't throw anything away.
Good. Like to hear that. So what is all this stuff here?
These are just big bins of trash. We actually collect them through nationwide programs. So we actually sponsor the shipping and everything. People send in corks and chip bags, drink pouches, all sorts of different materials. And then for everything that they send in, every unit of waste, we donate 2 cents to charity. So a school, a church, any nonprofit can benefit from those collections. Something that a lot of consumers aren't aware of is that there's a ton of material. We have thousands of rolls here of packaging, like these Lay's chip bags. Basically, they never even get used. Whether the dye lot's wrong or a promotion is over so they can't use that graphic, or they change the ingredients, or for any number of reasons they stop using the stuff, and where they would typically incinerate it in the past, now we're actually taking them from these manufacturers and reusing them.
So do you contact the manufacturers and the brands and ask them for these products, or do they just reach out to you and give them to you?
We actually get in touch with their sustainability people, and they're usually ready to go. When they have some sort of program like TerraCycle's running, it's really good for them, and it helps save them a little bit of money too. So it works all around environmentally and financially.
So what do you make out of all these?
Let me show you. We have some samples in the other room.
Cool, let's go. That's really amazing. What kind of other stuff then do you make? We're surrounded by it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we make everything from school supplies for kids, so backpacks and lunch boxes from Capri Sun, totes made out of Target bags. We have all sorts of cleaning supplies and fertilizers and stuff like that are packaged in used soda bottles. We have clocks made out of old vinyl records. coasters that are made from circuit boards. It really never ends. Anything that's trash, we can turn into something.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff you wouldn't even think you could reuse and remake into something else. So.
Spend 2 weeks here and you'll change your mind on that.
Well, great. Thanks for showing us around. It's been a really great day, and thanks for your time.
Thanks for coming out.
TerraCycle's clearly showing that going green can have two coinciding meanings, helping the environment and bringing in a profit. And it's all happening right here in Trenton.
Our goal basically is to become the new generation of recycling. Basically, solve for every type of garbage out there in the world and to become what people consider recycling today.
Tell me that you love me like you never loved no one before. Touch me like you never touched nobody before. Baby, when we kiss, it's like nothing I ever felt. Feels so good, I can't keep it to myself. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can see the moonlight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Love, walk right on in. Love, walk right on in. Baby, tell me your secret that you never told no one before. Share with me a moment in time that will be yours and mine. I wanna be the one that you look forward to. Spend my life loving you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can see the moonlight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All the pain walked out the door. Love walked right on in. Listen, baby, when we kiss, it's like nothing I ever felt. Feels so good, I can't keep it to myself. I wanna be the one you look forward to. Spend my life loving you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can see the moonlight. Whoa. All the pain and love walk right on in. Love walk right on in. Whoa. The sunshine. I can see the moonlight. Whoa, whoa. All the pain walk out the door. Love walk right on in. Yeah. Do you believe in love? I believe. Do you believe in love? Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I believe in love. Do you believe in love? Yeah, yeah. Puppy play, puppy play. I believe in love. Do you believe in love? Yeah, 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 yeah. I believe, 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 I believe in love. Oh.
You are watching Liberation Noise. My name is Tamara Tatulin, and I'm your host. And in the studio today, if you can even believe it, we have someone with even more energy than I have. Please welcome Showtime.
What up, what up, what up, what up,
Showtime,
what up, what
welcome
up?
to the studio.
What up,
Thank
Tamara?
you for being here.
I'm good, thank you, thank you. Thank you
Tell
for having
us,
me.
who is Showtime?
Well, basically, man, I'm Showtime, man. Jerseys, R&B phenom, you know what I'm saying, pretty much. I'm just a singer, just giving my part, pretty much. That's all. I ain't nobody, you know what I mean?
Okay, tell us a little bit about your band.
Well, basically, I'm Showtime as an artist, you know what I mean? I'm a solo artist. I just, work with a band, basically. So it's me, my brother, and a couple friends of mine get together, you know what I'm saying, doing some good things, you know? Trying to branch off and do some great things, Tamara.
Wonderful, wonderful. How did you get started?
Well, actually, it's funny. I started out singing in the church, and then I got my first gig with Case, the singer Case, and he gave me the name Showtime, actually. That's how I got that name.
So are you just Showtime the singer, or are you writing your own music, or?
Well, actually, I'm Showtime the producer, Showtime the singer, Showtime the vocal arranger, Showtime the bartender. Nah, I'm only joking. But yeah, I write, sing, and produce, and I write all my records and stuff like that. Yeah,
wonderful. And who are you outside of Showtime?
Showtime. No,
it's always Showtime.
I'm just, basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm always on, you know what I mean? But I'm just a down-to-earth guy, you know what I'm saying? That love doing what I do, you know what I mean? Love God and love doing what I love to do, which is music.
Thank you for being here, brother. It was a pleasure having you. We wish you much luck.
All right, thank you. All right, cool.
Thank you for watching another episode of Liberation Noise. Please come again. Liberation Noise is being brought to you by Micro Jazz Audio Video Studios, right in the heart of downtown Trenton. Check them out on the web at microjazz.com.
Microjazz Audio and Video Productions offers affordable media solutions. Let us help you create professional sound and video products for duplication and distribution. We specialize in CD and DVD production, graphic design, web videos, and demo CDs. Make an appointment to visit our rehearsal and recording studios. Call us at 609-858-0643. Microjazz Audio and Video Productions in downtown Trenton, New Jersey.
Move up to the historic Broad Street Bank Apartments in Trenton's first skyscraper. Express your style in these spacious homes with gleaming hardwood floors, beautiful baths and kitchens, and oversized windows, and a residence roof garden with spectacular views of the city of Trenton. Walk to your job in the city or to the train station for points north and south. Walk to the State Museum, the Mill Hill Playhouse, and Patriots Theater, and to shopping and restaurants. The Broad Street Bank is downtown living at its best.
The Urban Evolution is being brought to you by Priority Mail, Flat Rate, a simpler way to ship. And Content Trenton, healing the divide through broadcast art.
Trenton, New Jersey sees its fair share of homelessness, but there are a number of allied agencies fighting it and fighting it well. Let's start with the United Way. This is Craig Lafferty, CEO for the United Way of Greater Mercer County.
Well, the mission for United Way is to provide organized caring for a variety of people in our community. We focus on education, income, and health. And one of the areas we're working very hard on right now is around the issue of homelessness.
The United Way is helping to maintain a number of projects to reduce homelessness in Mercer County. One of these projects being Homeless Connect, an event in the winter and summer that provides one-stop shopping for the homeless to find dedicated support services. This is Eli Mateo, Assistant VP for Resource Investment at the United Way and the coordinator of Homeless Connect.
This past year, we had 632 people that actually came through the Project Homeless Connect in Mercer County, and that is almost 100 more than came to the event, the summer event last year.
One of the major features of Homeless Connect is the effort to find actual housing. Walter Hearns was a homeless Trenton man until he found a home through Mercer Alliance to End Homelessness, a participant in Homeless Connect.
Coming to things like this here, having outings and stuff like this here is what helped me get a hold of some of the program stuff that they had out here available for people.
Another Trenton area agency, Homefront, has been helping homeless families for 19 years. Connie Mercer is the founder and current CEO.
Homefront takes care of Mercer County's homeless families. On any given night, we're providing shelter for over 450 people, most of them kids. We work real hard to make sure that all of our families have the tools to become self-sufficient.
Homefront's facilities are stocked with furniture and food meant for homeless families as they get back on their feet. A program affiliated with Homefront, Hutchett House, a Trenton area facility where homeless, pregnant young women can find a place to stay and programs to help their transition with being employed mothers with a home. Brenda Whitaker is the program director of Hutchett House.
We teach parenting classes. We make sure the moms get to every medical appointment, which is a big deal. We promote breastfeeding, which is very important. A lot of inner city women don't breastfeed. We do a lot of socialization. We teach them to be successful in the community once they leave this home.
One young woman, Karen Minnie, was able to leave behind an abusive family situation through the programs at Hutchett House.
Eventually I want to go to school, and when I leave here I want to be working and able to pay my own bills.
All the agencies discussed in this segment, the United Way, the affiliated programs of Homeless Connect, Homefront, and Hutchett House can be found in the Trenton Yellow Pages and online. I'm Darren Pomerantz with the Urban Evolution.
But I think poetry in its essence is really for the person who's really writing it. And it's nice to kind of be out there and share it with others. But I think for me, it's more of a personal kind of thing. Where have all my sisters gone? French Beyond means foot soldiers of a world gone wrong. We sing songs about women in thongs and joke about blondes, but this is no joke. Where have all my sisters gone?
And I still get this out of poetry, is that it's an expression of my inner being. Things that I would want to say to a society, maybe to the government, or might express about my love for my people, the struggle, the pain, the joy. We still ain't free. Sounds burst forth as we weave our verbal strategy. Caught up in ego ecstasy, trying to fight the tendency to be or not to be me.
I mean, you have to relieve stress, you have to vent somehow. And there's nothing like a creative outlet to relieve the stress, no matter what outlet it may be. I was beat from the start. Since I developed a heart, my life's been hard. People in these parts treat life with disregard. I thought I was a retard, though I seen how everyone else acted. I was a smack kid, a walking prophylactic, son of an addict.
You got these two big places, New York and Philly, that kind of got this cultural thing going and got a lot of art going on. And Trenton is like stuck in the middle. And a lot of people leave on the weekend and go other places, but it's a few cats that are trying to revive that Renaissance energy here. I'm trying to be on board with it. I have lived to see the monopoly of poetry. A procession of talking heads in a room squeezed tight. Everybody hyped, minds getting psyched. Can't wait to hit that mic, ready for a verbal fight.
Trenton poetry scene has always been here. It's been in the shadows. When we had the Urban Word, which is near the conduit there, across from the arena, we had a home. Poetry had a home in Trenton. But poetry is in Trenton. You just have to look a little harder for it since we don't have a steady home. The last thing I think about is myself, my health. I smoke Newports and blunts. I died twice. That's more than once. I shot myself in the head. What, now you gonna shoot me? Go ahead, groupie. I don't wear a vest. I'm not scared of death. I understand it.
Trenton in particular, I think poetry is good for Trenton because they need something, like especially the youth. They need something in order to be able to release energy and positive vibes into what they're doing. So I think that this is a good way to do that. Daily Gazelle sell, city journals chronicle female turmoils. The top headline stories read, African female circumcision. Why? Because there is no voice. Hangers' new abortion method because there is no choice. Afghani women executed because they showed some skin. Blood on the hands of their disloyal kin, and nobody knows where my sisters have been, and I need to find them.
The Artist Evolution is being brought to you by United Way of Greater Mercer County. Make a difference in your community. Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Visit us on the web at liveunitedgreatermercer.org.
And if I could open any kind of store in this town, I'd open up a really good used bookstore.
I would open a jewelry store because that's what I make. and I make handbags as well. So it would be an accessories store.
It'll be a reptile business for pets, research. That's what I've been doing just basically for years, studying reptiles.
If my wife and I were to open a business, like a brewery would be great.
A catering company, because I like catering to people. And it's fun. And food is good.
I think I would open up a theater. Cinema theater.
Well, of course it would be a tattoo parlor, but it would be a tattoo/gallery.
It'd probably be a bar. Art focused, but a place to hang out.
You are right now at Ink Tattoo Art Fest. We have 13 featured tattoo artists. They're showing their artwork in other mediums besides tattoos. So we have painting, we have drawing on sneakers, we have old school, we have new school, we have traditional, unconventional, and it's just an amazing event.
We're here today to sell some of our artwork and to support the local art scene in Trenton.
This is very important because it's such a positive influence on Trenton, especially, showing the good side of Trenton and not just, what's on the news and what's on the radio all the time. It's very into the community, and all the people come together and just, express their art.
This is a very important event, especially for the community of Trenton, to bring some people out that maybe are not so involved in the artistic community so they can see how positive the arts are.
Well, I'm a tattoo artist, and I'm here to sponsor, help, and sell some of my artwork.
I got my tent set up. My clothing company is Lucid Boarding Industries. I do clothes for skate, surf, snowboard kind of lifestyle. It's a good scene. Got a lot of great artists, all sorts of different tattoo studios set up.
There's a lot of good people here, a lot of good music, a lot of good art, absolutely, and it's just really cool to be a part of it.
It turned out really well. Turnout's getting better and better as the night goes on, and I'm pretty stoked on it.
Work on skin is also artwork.
People have a lot to say, and they express it through tattoo art as well.
Tattoo art is not something that usually gets profiled, so it's cool to see that.
It's important really to bring people together and show that Trenton is a beautiful place and can hold an event that has something to do with artwork. It's a way to network all these people and bring them all together as one.
There's so many artists around that just need to get their artwork out there, and it impacts people's lives positively just by seeing it and experiencing it.
Now don't go changing who you are, 'cause I like you.